Yo, yo, yo. Hello and welcome to the End2End Football Podcast. You're here with myself, Abs End2End. My co-host today, SAS. What you saying, dog? Enjoyed
Current
your little
Prem, of
break? The little
course I
break
am.
you've had?
Of course I am. Transfer window's hotting up. Come on. We're outside this transfer window, boy. We're
Man said we
outside.
outside. All right. We'll be useful to the next shows. All right. Just wanted to quickly reply to that comment. The comments in our chat. There, don't worry. We've got another picture, which is even better than one we just used today. But unfortunately, time management had to get it up, even though we're late. We're meant to start at 8. Don't worry about what time it is now. Yes. You know what we're gonna do? So this is just a catch-up stuff. Been a lot of news, a lot of rumors, a lot of nonsense left, right, and center. But what we're gonna do with this catch-up, particularly, is we're going to use the Tapping Merchant Twitter page. If you don't know who the Tapping Merchant is, it's Fabrizio Romano. You need to know. Yeah, when I call him the Tapping Merchant, it's not an insult. But by the time he comes with either the Here We Go or stories or anything like that, that's when you know it's been finalized. It's been cleared up. And it's important because we want to talk about accurate stuff while minimum football playing. I know the club World Cup, whatever that is. I'm not interested. I ain't watched. And you know what made me lose interest? That 10-0 drumming by Bayern. I said, why am I watching this? I'll wait to the finals before I start watching this stuff. So, but yeah, so let me share this screen. All right, yeah, cool. We're in a good enough position. So what we're gonna go through really is all the updates. We're not trying to be like Talk Sports or the other commentators that just keep regurgitating the same thing week in, week out. We're going to really talk about the most up-to-date stuff. And then maybe here and there, I'll throw in what I'm hearing on the rumorville because why not? It's going to be quite straightforward by the looks of it. What's he staring at?
Nothing.
Nah. What are you staring at?
Nothing.
That's good. All right, so the latest story, when I mean the latest story, was yesterday. I'm ignoring that part. Some of the exits that's happening in United. First of all, obviously, everyone knows now we've signed Cunha, worst kept secret transfer ever, because I'm 110% sure he was done before the Europa League final. 110%. Everyone was throwing figures left, right, center, but we have paid. After all, we've paid these the fee that we needed to pay to get him. And there's the next story is he's on 200k a week. I'm sure it's been confirmed now that it's 150 plus bonuses and stuff like that. And I'm not worried. If a player is making 200k and it's mainly 50,000 that is his bonuses, that means he's doing his job. So me, I have no issue with it. If him doing his job is not letting us win, though, we need to start looking at the other players. That's all I'm saying. Yeah? I get that out. Yeah. So, first one, obviously, is Garnacho. Now, this has already annoyed me a lot, right? There's 2 words in here, or statements in here, that annoy me, right? One, is this his priority is to stay in Premier League? Boss man, Italy is looking for you, bro. Napoli and Italy are looking for you. Don't close the door on them, because they're most likely the only ones that are really going to pay. Because Chelsea, it to be utter disrespectful for me, yeah, for Chelsea to send back Sancho and then cop this guy. But yeah, we're left with Sancho on the bill. Nah, I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking for that.
Sancho's your own doing, isn't it?
I like every time I think about that deal, I think someone messed up. I understand there's always a clause to get out, but someone messed up because that clause should have been higher. Should have been at least 10. If it was 10, Chelsea would have kept him, my opinion. I don't think they paid the 10 to send him back.
I think they do.
I mean,
spend the 10 to get rid of him and get rid of his wage, or spend 25, keep him and pay his wages. Huh?
Listen, He needed to be tougher. Then okay, cool, 15. There should have been a number that made them have to keep him, bro.
Regardless of no matter what the figure was, they were sending him back, bro.
Bro, this guy. So listen,
you know what? The only reason why they sent him back because he ain't budging on his wages. Do you understand?
He's a doofus. He's a doofus. That's why.
No,
and the thing is about it, yeah?
Nobody else is stupid enough to give him that money.
Well, that's the problem, yeah. Because Man United, the three players that it looked like we can get some value out of, right? I mean value. I mean just some money in. Garnacho, who's now doing preferences. I don't know why you think you have a choice, bro.
Because
you're going Napoli. No, you must go Napoli.
Why must he go Napoli?
He must just get out of the club. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so he's doing his preferences nonsense. Yeah, and bro, Father Ten Hag tried to get him. You know, in fact, let me go back to what I was saying before. Yeah. Two things have annoyed me in this little segment here. Garnacho's priority.
Yeah.
And the deal looks complicated. Now, I didn't do English at university or school or whatever, yeah. But you see, when it says the deal looks complicated, that basically means they don't have money. I'm sorry. There's just no... Why are we being around the bush? Bayer Leverkusen could not keep up with the money things were being asked. That's how I see it. And that's annoying me because bruv, I thought Ten Hag is good. I want Ten Hag to come and grab some of the players that he signed for us. Yeah. If he could just grab at Anthony, that would be lovely. That would just be lovely. If he could just come in and say, Anthony, come.
He'll probably bang over there.
Fantastic. That's why let him go. Let him go. Save your career and stop giving me eye pains when you're playing for us. Yeah. Sancho and Rashford. Huh?
Maybe it's just your club, bro.
I mean, at this point, maybe the hyena thing is real because he ain't been cool since that story came out. Let's just put it that way. It's not been cool. But then Rashford and Sancho, they're not budging on their 300k. Whoever they go to has to pay for that, or we have to find money to pay the difference to let them go.
Yeah, but Sancho got one year left,
Sancho is he's got a year left.
So he's going on a free. Sancho's going on a free.
I want to scream impossible, but it's not impossible, isn't it?
He's got a year left on his contract. He might as well ride it out, collect his P's, and then go play football again.
Sancho, my man. Bro, man, you got your dogs to look after and stuff, but you got to be playing football, man. Just go play football.
He will take another loan deal.
Yeah, go enjoy the freedom.
But that's what he's going to do, Abs. He's going to go out on loan again. Then he's released from his shackles after the season's done. Freedom.
That's not freedom.
Of course it is.
Ain't no one else going to pay him that money again.
He don't care about that. He would have already collected all the money from you. Look.
Anyway, do you know what? I'm done. Let me just stop because I've had a nice holiday and I don't want the negativity to drag me back. I was actually looking for the Burmo story, but I can't remember how long ago it was. Because all of this I don't care about. That's it. All right.
Hold on, but you passed by Cunha. Who else was in for Cunha?
So apparently there were some international clubs that were after him as well. But all of that is irrelevant now because the problem is when United get involved, if they want to make the player look bad or make United look worse for signing him, they stop mentioning all the clubs that are interested in him. Arsenal tried to sign him in January. Everyone's forgotten that.
Did they?
January transfer window. Arsenal tried to sign him, but they were outpriced. No one remembers. Arsenal fans don't even remember. Arsenal fans come out and say, "No, you're signing from them sort of clubs." But you tried to sign him. It didn't happen. So ain't that coincidence that all of a sudden now he's not that good. Rubbish. This is the transfer that I'm really interested in. So, from all reports, he has chosen that he wants to go United. Even the this week's story about Tottenham coming in late and all the rest of that stuff, and obviously Tottenham saying that they will pay whatever Brentford want. But it seems like all of that means nothing because he's made his mind up and he's coming to United. We thank God. But United need to hurry up and sort this out. Again, some stories about the contracts. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but it's looking like it's going to be 200,000. I have a strong belief. I have a very strong belief that he's only going to be the same stuff as Cunha, which is going to be a big load of that, or the last quarter of that is going to be on bonuses. Again, if it is that and he gets the bonuses, he's doing his job. I cannot complain. If people turn around in a year's time and go, well, he's on the 200K, but 50 of that is bonuses and he's making the bonuses. Now, the only thing that bothers me is, I don't want to hear that the bonuses are appearance fees. That all they had to do was step on the pitch to get a bonus. That's what I don't want to hear. I want to hear goals. I want to get assists. Goals and assists. That's all I want to hear. I don't even want creative big chances. All I want to hear is goals and assists with the bonuses.
But you're never going to know what the bonuses are.
We're not. That's the problem. But that's if no rumors hasn't started yet. I'm keeping my ear to this because if I hear half the bonuses was because of appearances.
Yeah, but that's going to be in there. He's going to get appearance bonuses. You know that already.
Yeah, they get appearance fees, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. Because if they turn around and say, 25,000 of that or 30,000 of that is him just stepping onto the pitch, then what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
But what if he is getting that? You can't do nothing about it.
And that's who's
yeah, but this is what you're gonna need.
Who's doing the madness at United? Who's doing this madness at United?
All right, brother. Let's not be stupid here. Look at where your team is at, bro. You need to attract them with something, innit? So just give them their paper, innit?
No. We can't do that. No, we cannot do this. Give them their paper because when
Bremo, he's Premiership proven. Like,
brother, when it's time to get rid for whatever reason, these men would just sit there on them contracts and go, I ain't going. I'm going to finish it. You just said Sancho's going to sit there for the next year, earn his P's, and then get the freedom. That's mad. We don't need that stuff.
But this is the thing. You take the risk on these players, isn't it? You take a risk. Any signing is a risk, isn't it?
But you know what? Removing the ugly part and Buemo and Cunha together, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
As I said.
From their old clubs, yes.
What? Are you a prick?
What?
Anyway, it's a step in the right direction for United because two guys, Prem proven, seem to fit the system as well.
At their old clubs.
I'm hoping. I mean, I said to you 30 goals between them.
At their old clubs.
Brother, they will score a lot of goals at United. You know what? I'm saying it with chest. They are going to. Both of them will be in double figures next season.
Yeah.
For goals.
Both of them, yeah?
Both of them will be in double figures next season.
Bank that statement.
Yeah, bank it. Both.
Yeah, you said it with chest. Like both. That. You said it on camera.
BOTHE. Both are going to be in double figures, yeah? Hear what I'm saying? I'm saying it with chest.
What, for just goals alone, yeah?
Just goals. I didn't say goal. I didn't say GA. I'm not cheating with the GA nonsense because that's what they're trying to do with Sancho. No. He had a good season.
No.
Goals.
I'm just clearing this up now because
goals.
I know you're a man that likes to twist the scenario to fit your agenda.
You know what, yeah? 3 weeks ago, I said I expect both of them to get 15 goals each. But that was a bit of a wild statement.
No.
It was wild. But what I'm going to say, this guy's, I hate. Watch it, bro. Stop with this bad bitch energy, bro. Get me. Have some faith. But yes. Yeah, both of them are going to get double figures of goals. I'm saying that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10 minimum, yeah? That's what we're saying, yeah? 10 minimum. That's how
10 minimum. Hey, brother, come on. What did
it's
they
double
get?
figures, bro. No. My words were double figures.
Yeah, you see you snake in the grass, bro.
No, my words were double figures. What were you writing down on your note? My words were double figures.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, You're just a little. You're a weasel. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna say it as is.
To make sure that I win my bet, it's double figures.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That shows how much faith you have in them.
No. I'm not putting pressure.
All right, go and carry on. No, I'm done. Go past that now. Next thing.
I don't even know what to say about this. I'll be honest with you. I don't even care. I don't even care. Just find a club and leave, bro. That's all I want. That's all I want. Or was it saying players camp to assess all options in the next few weeks as Sancho will return to United, not playing FIFA? What? That's how you know they definitely get rid of him. He's done. He's done out here. All right, let's move to Liverpool. Yeah, let's move to Liverpool. So I didn't get any information. I think Frimpong is done. That's sorted, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
There is nothing. Unfortunately for Frimpong, you just have to offer something different because it's always going to be hard to replace the work that Arnold can do going forward. Yeah, and we just have to we just have to accept it. But I do think that's a good signing. I think that's a good, steady signing. If you try and compare him to Trent going forward, that's a negative. Don't do that. But as a player himself, what he can bring to the team, no problem.
But why?
You see what I want to talk? Go on.
Why does everything always have to be compared to the old players? We brought in a new player.
But this is what people do with it.
Yeah, but I know. But let him show what he's got to do. I don't care about comparing him to Trent. You're not going to replace Trent. He's a completely different player to what we've got now in Frimpong.
Actually, you know what?
Let's see.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
A really quick one. Are you part of those Liverpool fans that are calling him names and all the rest of that because he moved?
Who?
Trent.
Trent. Nah, he's a rat though.
No, what?
He's a rat.
Never walk alone until you walk against Liverpool. Why is he a rat, bro?
No. You see him? He slipped up when he done that interview in perfect Spanish from when he said he knew he was going. Brother, you're a rat, man, bro. Because there was a bit.
So wait, you're trying to tell me that he just can't pick up another language. I mean, football players don't have a lot to do, you know.
My bro, behave yourself.
I bet you can speak French.
My bro, let's not be silly here. He said it, yeah. He said it that he's been looking at this for years, and then he backtracked and said, "Oh no, wait, let me clear that up." But now, brother, you said what you said. Say it with chest. But that's cool, man. Let him do what he's got to do.
Imagine I'm about to start Spanish on this thing, and then people they're gonna call me a rat because I've got to a certain level that I'm comfortable and I want to go to a Spanish country. What?
All right, my bro. You and Trent are two different things. He's a football player. You're Abs, the podcaster.
That's what I'm saying. He's a football player that picked up a different second language, or third language.
Abs, the podcaster.
Else is definitely a language on his own, and then there's English, and then there's now he's got Spanish on top.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Let him do.
Wish
him all the best.
Question. No, go on, answer this. Because Stephen D did the same thing. Although he went to America, wherever he went to.
Stevie, what? It's called. Have you lost your mind? You must be on something, my bro. Another one that's on something. Stevie G was told that his playing time was going to be managed by Brendan Rodgers. That's why he left. What are you talking about? Behave yourself, bro.
So he didn't sign He didn't sign a contract and left to another club. That version is acceptable.
How many years did Stevie G gave us? He gave us his whole career. Was Trent told that his minutes were going to get managed?
Maybe. Well, we don't know.
No. Was Trent told that his minutes were going to get managed?
Well, we don't actually know.
Answer the question. Yes, that's what I thought. Silence says it all.
No. I was reading this. So apparently he was going to go Chelsea before the goons turned out of his yard. Is he still getting he's not a rat?
Oh, show me the proof in that. But he didn't leave, did he?
All right. By the way, Riri saying that was GCSE Spanish, bro. It's not that good. It was all right. You could have learned that in 6 months. You could have learned that from January.
Yeah. He said he only knew he was going from a couple months ago. Whenever it weren't even 6 months, my bro. So please keep your foolish remarks to yourself. You can't troll me, bro.
All right, so did this heat up a bit on Twitter, but again, like I said, I'm going off the main man, the tapping merchant, not all the stories. I will just add the context though. About Atletico Madrid trying to get your left back, Andy Robertson. I think you're happy with that because you're going for the Bournemouth player, aren't you?
Mm-mm. Yeah, we're going for Kirkes. But if anything, I would still keep Robertson near me. But then
Who's
again,
the other
Robertson,
left back? Kimika. So you're going to get rid of him?
yeah.
Or you just want to get rid of one of them?
I think I'll get rid of Timicus and keep Robertson. But Robertson probably will want to push himself to play first team football, so you never know.
I think you have just about enough legs to make it in a Spanish football. But would he want to be second best after all the work he's done for Liverpool to another? But I don't know. Ego is a big thing in football. But
I know, but remember, he rotates the squad quite a bit as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bournemouth have already replaced Kirkes, so I'm guessing that's the next player you'll sign. Except for one man. Now, see what I'm looking for now? I'm looking for that big number because I'm not. Nope, no. That's what we want to see. Because I got questions. I got questions. Yeah. Again, you don't. Why'd you just send me a link, about that Gerard U-turn, bro? The only thing is that saves you, yeah, is Daily Mail. Because it's Daily Mail, I'm not even putting it up. But there is no, the Independent. The Independent okay, see, the Independent put up a link.
It's a shame you couldn't put up the link when you was looking for talking about Cunha and how much he's on.
What do you mean, money?
Buemo, what he was on, or what he's been offered.
Yeah, Buemo's been as of yesterday.
I read in Buemo was offered 250, innit? But hey ho.
As of yesterday, the 200 was the number that was said and agreed. 200 was agreed, not to 250.
Okay.
As of yesterday.
Okay.
I'm the one saying I hope that's 50k of bonuses, 150 as the basic. That's me. I'm saying that.
Well, I heard.
But again, see what I like about this guy. See what I like about this guy in particular. I mean, this one here. See what I like about him. When it comes to Man United and Real Madrid, not only does he change the details to euros so that it looks bigger, we're the only two clubs that he talks about their contracts. So we will find out.
All right, good.
We will find out. We will 100% find out. When that thing goes through, Romano will expose everything for United. And yeah, I did hear that. Most of the 250 is coming from Newcastle fans or Newcastle reporters that are just Newcastle fans as well. So it's something that we need to check. As of today, is it Adam Meaton? The one that's on TalkSport said 200.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he's in between that zone.
Okay.
But most importantly, yeah, gotta ask you the question. First things first, have you watched him play?
Not a lot.
All right. Now, there is some context. He is joining a Premier League winning team who has a very good midfield as it is. So he should slot in a bit easier than if he was, say, coming to United. Let's just throw that, yeah? So now the question I have for you, yeah? And this will be because I'm only doing this because I've been very salty by the way that your ex-player was doing one of my boys, isn't it? PP, who was 89 million. I want to make that clear. 89 million he was, but he kept calling him a 100 mil player. Anytime he did anything good, this is what I expect from a 100 mil player. When he did bad, this guy's a 100 mil player. Why is he playing like this? So, at 150 euros, about 120, 25 or 130 pounds, what are you expecting from him? First, that's the first question. Second question, what are you expecting the media to treat him and all these performances?
Can I answer one question at a time?
Yeah, of course. Both of them being thrown out there.
I'm expecting him to be a bad boy number 10, innit? What do you think? We had a good number 10 since Coutinho.
Yeah.
You got to understand as well, yeah. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
It's a crazy amount of money.
But this is where the market's going. You've seen players go for 100 million on 1 year left on their contract. This is where the market's going. It's mad.
Oh yeah, Hazard. Yeah.
Who?
Yep. Hazard did that.
Let's talk about Declan Rice.
No, that's not. Oh my days, I forgot about that as well.
Yeah. But this is
you keep the Arsenal cards right there close to the chest anytime. Boom. I was thinking Hazard. No, I said no. Declan Rice.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is where the market's going.
Mad.
Do you think you're gonna pick up any decent players now? Unless you're doing release clauses on them, you're paying some monstrous fees. He's a young talent, probably one of the best players in the Bundesliga, so I'm hearing. You got to understand, Liverpool fans are starving for players. We ain't said, look, who's the last signing we signed? Chiesa.
And
the goalkeeper.
Story about him somewhere in this.
No, don't worry. I know he's probably heading back to Italy, but we're on works right now. Yeah, you got to understand, we've been missing that creativity from a number 10, a goal scoring number 10 as well.
But you guys changed your. He wasn't really a number 10, but he was an attacking midfielder, right? You changed it to a defensive one. McAllister.
A number 10, though.
I mean, he played number 10s a lot. Do you know what? I will check afterwards because we'll do another show and I'll confirm his positions, how many games he's played. I do remember him playing higher up. I don't think he was an out-and-out number 10. You're right.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I do remember being more further forward.
Yeah, because he can go further forward with Gravenberch sitting back. He has to do it because all Szoboszlai does is run. He has to go forward, bro. What do you want him to do? Just sit back and let Szoboszlai just run?
Oh, that's the question. Hard. Okay. I'll let you answer the second question.
Coming out. It's Szoboszlai.
Okay, fine. Cool, you've answered it. No problem. We'll sidestep that one because I'm about to say, who's your midfield combination? Szoboszlai, get out, bro.
No, I'm not saying get out, innit? But it'll be Szoboszlai probably going to step aside, innit?
Okay, cool. All right. You've answered that swiftly as well. I like that. All right, so I'm going to look at the McAllister thing. Second question is really key. Yeah. We all know about the protection ring for certain people. I have to say the PR for a certain player right now is out of this world. Out of this world. The Barcelona PR system is actually showing us how it's done. Because for Yamal, or wherever his name is, to be talked about as a Ballon d'Or winner if he had won that final. But yet, Vinny, everyone agreed that Vinny shouldn't have won it and Rodrigo should have won it. Bellingham could have won it at some point. No one said, nope, you can't do it. Mbappe, when he was that age and doing magic at Monaco. No one said he should win Ballon d'Or, but for some reason, Yamal was getting Ballon d'Or shouts for his season. When, correct me if I'm wrong, in terms of the league goals, I don't think he broke 10. But that's just me. So I say that to ask. Obviously, Grealish, the protection of Grealish. Never understand it. This man's been protected for 2 seasons. Foden.
Foden ain't cost no peas though, innit?
I know it ain't cost no P, but if you look at the England game that obviously they lost to Senegal, there was only one player. There was only one player that everyone heard about. Bellingham. No one wanted to be negative by anyone else that didn't perform well. So I say that to say this. How is that price tag gonna affect him when it comes to the media, the UK media?
All right, let me call him up and ask him. Because if he ain't put on the shirt for us yet and run on that pitch, how can I tell you that?
Come on, he's gonna put on the shirt, bro. He's waiting for medical, bro. Come on.
But he has not put on that shirt
Romano
yet.
did the here we go, bro.
I hear you. But how can I say that? And we haven't seen him play yet for us.
All right, cool. Come on. He's signed for you now. Just imagine it. Yeah, he signed for you now. He's got your shirt on. He has 10 average games. Do you expect the media to jump on his back? You know, or do you expect Courts? I already know the answer. I'm just asking him. Or do you expect the protection ring to protect like they always do? I need you to be unbiased on this one.
To be honest, I think you're asking me a stupid question because you already know what the answer is.
I have an idea.
You already know what the answer is, so you're asking me a really stupid question. It's like
don't attack me in the answer. Answer the question.
I did answer your question.
I have an opinion. You tell me your opinion.
Of course he's going to get protected. And especially if Liverpool are still performing as well, of course it's going to go under the radar. You'll get the odd fans come out and say, well, he's paid 150 million, but brother, if Liverpool lift up that Premiership trophy again, do you think anybody's going to give a damn how much they pay? If we pay 200 million euros for him, do you think anybody's going to care if they lift up that trophy again? Of course he's going to go under the radar. Jack Grealish went under the radar. He was trash, but they won trophies. You understand? So he went under the radar, and he still goes under the radar.
One day there'll be justice for my IC3 brothers that got stoned, even though they were playing well.
Yeah, but bro, you got to understand, when you're at United as well, and saying how toxic them fans were back in the day, when you were winning trophies, of course the scrutiny is going to be on that. You see the things with Pogba, I'm not saying it's right, but you see, because Pogba's flashy and he's outgoing and he likes to do this and that and the dancing, some of these people don't like that. So they're going to pick at him and pick at him.
Yeah. They would rather someone calling out the pub drunk out of his head and say, yeah, he's one of us. Another topic for another day.
But you see, like with Wirtz, like I said, we have to wait until he pulls on that shirt to see how he performs. If he performs anything like what I've seen briefly of him, I think we should be all right. And especially if he can score goals from that midfield and assists from that midfield, and that all depends. No, I say that depends. That all depends. That all just decides on what striker we get next.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna ask that question next. Are you guys gonna have a budget to get a good striker now?
Of course we will. You know how much money Liverpool have probably banked?
Hey, that's a disgruntled fan right there. You better pull out the money after all these years of.
You got to remember all the sales. Yeah, remember there was 100 and something million for Caicedo that got turned down and never got thrown back in for transfers. We saw Chiesa, the goalkeeper. I can't even pronounce his name. Masvidal Deli, whatever his name is. I can't play. Yeah, that's what we've seen. So yes, I'm expecting to see a striker.
Early doors, would you be surprised or annoyed or just pissed off if they don't sign a striker?
If they don't sign a striker, no. Let me clear this up now. If they don't sign a striker, I guarantee we're going to see someone sign up top. Because I think Nunes is gone. Well, I don't think. I think, yeah. I can say he's gone. He's got to go.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Whether he goes Atletico or Napoli, hopefully it's an exchange, a swap deal. So if he goes Atletico, hopefully it's Alvarez coming back the other way. If he goes to Napoli, if it's Osimhen, that would just make my day.
I don't even want no. Just no. Don't need to see that nonsense happening in the Prem. Osimhen,
hey,
stay where you are.
Courtney Stars, what is he? Was his middle name Debbie or something?
Why? Why are you complaining about his comments?
Bruv, he's come like a Debbie Downer, bruv.
You know what? It's too early to even put this message up. I'm not even going to
this is why I'm
because
saying he's a Debbie Downer because he ain't paid in the Premiership yet. How could you bring up these type
the
of
thing is, with all due respect to most attacking midfielders,
yeah.
This man is built different.
Who?
This Bruno is built different. I know he obviously United are going through hell, but his numbers compared to almost every midfielder in Europe, it's a joke thing. I don't think this is one of the reasons why I said I would sell him because he's an asset. But we're gonna have to buy like 3-4 players to replace his numbers alone.
Yeah, but what type of players are you gonna bring in?
Which is why I'm glad they didn't sell him. To be honest with you,
because you're gonna have to find some hidden gems in the dirt.
Because this guy's passing has gone up. He's creating is the best in Europe. Goals and assists this season, the best in Europe for a midfielder. Then this season he added tackling stats. He's near the top of defensive stats and the top of attacking stats as a midfielder. You know, I never liked his style of play. But you see this season, man, had to just last season as well. I just said, sometimes you might not like the way the guy looks or the way the guy plays. But as I've always said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. His numbers are outrageous. So I don't think it's even fair to. First of all, he hasn't even come to Prem, and second of all, those are the best fucking midfielder in Europe, bro. Let's just let him come and show us what he's got.
Yeah, but you know what? You see, you wouldn't compare Wirtz to Bruno. Let's compare Onana to Alisson then. You understand? They're both Premiership proven. Let's just be stupid here.
That's what we're doing. So let's move on to Pogba, innit?
Let's just be stupid here. Let's just be stupid here then.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, think about it before you come back in here, Debbie Downer.
That's disgusting. Oh, just getting a flashback of the final goal, the Europa League final goal. Moment you said compare Onana, I said stop. Stop. Just stop. You don't need. Compare Onana to a normal goalkeeper.
No, but come on, Abs. Come on. Look at the stupid question that he put up.
See, look, he answered though.
No. I don't care if he's answered now. You know me now. My back's up now. Let's go.
All right, let's move on to a better topic for me. It's not even important. You see this man here? I want to see him back playing football. So I hope this goes through. I want to see him back playing football. Still going to have a cheat on his name. All I have to say, though, you see this last name here, though? That's a big mistake for them. That's a big mistake. Take a risk on Pogba. See this Andrew Fatty guy? Con artist.
Absolute
con artist.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to give these players a chance, isn't it? I mean, you never know what could happen when he goes to that league.
Con artist, bro. Con artist. I'm not even giving him a chance. Con artist.
Well, you've seen a lot of them in your time. You got one of them up top now for your team, innit? But all right, cool, we move.
Well, that was unnecessary, bro.
It's not.
Relax. I wasn't biting at you. If you want to have a go at courts, he's right there, you know. He's there having a laugh. Don't attack me, bro. He's right there. All right, let's move on. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I went on this page, this search,
Oi, this one touched my soul, you know.
What I want to know, where the fuck is Zubamendi, bro?
Hey, you see
this
Zubamendi?
Man was apparently signed before the season ended. He's now twerking for Alonso Real Madrid.
No.
Then I'm hearing that, no, he's definitely going to Arsenal, bro.
No. You see Zubamendi? Zubamendi is a thought. Yeah? Zubamendi is a thought. Arsenal fans, do not trust that man until you see him in your colours of your top and that paper's signed. Because that is a thought.
Like, all right, so let's keep scrolling down. Right, I will give them one thing. It looks like when it comes to Gyökeres, first of all, I have no idea what the beef is going on with Gyökeres and Sporting. I mean, Sporting guy CEOs come out and go, bro, I don't care what gentleman agreement you had with whoever was here before me. You ain't leaving for less than 70 million. 70 million. I don't know if it was euros or pounds, but something like that.
No, I thought it was 100 million euros.
Jesus is Lord. But then he ain't leaving, innit? You must just get comfortable. Right? But what I have heard is Arsenal are his priority. He hasn't said no to United. That's something that I don't know where people got the language mixed up, because Fabrizio had to come out yesterday and clear that up. He has not said no to United. He knows United is an option, but he's looking for Champions League football, which places Arsenal at the forefront of.
So if Arsenal say no, then you'll go to you.
So since that has come out, yeah, I am not. Do you know what? Let me say that's my point, and I'm going to put that comment up, and I'm going to ask this guy a couple of questions. Well, so let's go. Yeah. So since that story has come out, Arsenal have basically gone, sweet, changed their whole body and gone, Sesko. It looks like Arsenal are going for Sesko first.
But that's who Arteta wants. Because I think their sporting director wants Gyökeres.
Yeah.
But I think Arteta is now pushing for Sesko.
So
I think it's got the problem is over there.
I'm going to give it. I mean, I think the window's closing Friday, and then it's reopening again later date, because they only did this window because of the World Cup, right? I might get the date wrong, guys. I've been ignoring football for at least a week and a half, maybe even 3. I don't know. I can double check for the next time. Oh, it's reopening tomorrow. Okay, there you go. Right. So none of these things. I think we'll have a clearer picture in about 2 weeks, or who or what is going where. Because right now it's just rumor bill. As I said when you guys sent that story in the group chat, I was just like, it's a slow day in it for news. So, but yeah, that's what it looks like it's happening. Sesko, as you said, is the number 1 target for Arsenal. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I think
to be honest, you see the whole thing with Sesko, yeah. I think Arteta is using that as a ploy, you know that, to say, yo, he's gonna need time to bed in and do it. Because if you got a man that's scoring goals like that, and he comes to your team and you don't win nothing, then there's no excuses, isn't it?
See, Sesko, right? I think the last time I checked, I'm doing it off memory, but I could be wrong here. I think he's done quite well in GNA, at least in 15 to 20 GNA for the last 2 seasons. All right, he is a physical beast. For his height, he's quite quick as well, very strong, and sometimes when he hits the ball, it's just power, and the power beats everyone. I can see why they want him, but I don't think he suits their play. That's the thing that I don't get. For all the times I've seen him, it's always back to goal, and then getting into the box. I don't see Arsenal doing that. I think Arsenal are more used to doing through balls. Their speed of their game will probably be too fast for him. So Gyökeres is the person that you should buy. Well, according to the great leader at United, he only wants players that want to play for United, not just CL. So since the vibe, Glock 9 should be nowhere near. Yeah, that is true. He did say that. Definitely did say that. So yeah, I don't know. My thing is that some of the information that's coming out is coming out from disgruntled agents or whatnot. Links in Gyökeres who have been having arguments with the owners for at least 2 weeks, from what I've noticed. So they might just be chatting. They might just be putting this out there so that they can ask for more money up front from United and the contracts, which is what a lot of people do. A lot of players do that. Or he might generally want to go with Arsenal and Champions League football. We will know in a week and 2 weeks. We will know in a week or 2 weeks. Me personally, I hope we sign him.
Who?
Go, Chris. I hope we get him.
Who you know?
Man United, yeah. I hope we get him.
Okay.
So my biggest problem, and I've had for at least 2 seasons, probably even 3, we do not have enough goals in our front line.
But you got that now.
Removing injuries.
But you got double figures coming now, isn't it?
Well, from the other 2.
From the other 2, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
but imagine how much better it would be to have him as a striker as well. To have a strike force, all 3 of them, that I have faith will be in double figures in goals.
So was that another 10 goals then that you expected from him?
I just said double figures. We don't need specifics right now. He's not even been, like I said, let everything be cleared up in 2 weeks, and I'll make a separate bet for him.
Okay.
I'll make a separate bet for him.
What, 11 goals?
We'll see when we get there. You know, as you said, let him at least wear the shirt, and then we'll go from there. Right? But I'm just looking at them. I'm just looking at Ineos, and I'm thinking, on a little positive, at least you're attacking an area that I've had a problem with for a long time.
Mate, your biggest problem is that goalkeeping situation. I'm hearing it's Martinez, but
brother, that's not the upgrade everyone thinks he is.
It's definitely an upgrade than what you've got, though.
I don't even know if that's true.
Behave yourself.
Brother, you've seen how many mistakes.
Behave yourself.
Sorry. Martinez reduced the manager to having an interview and going, I have never in my life last minute asked my goalkeeper to go up front to score a goal. That's Martinez. Nah, bro.
Have you seen Martinez concede that last minute goal that you could not last minute the goal you conceded in the Europa League?
He has conceded goals like that. This is what I'm saying. He has conceded goals like that.
But when he was in Champions League, has he gone
underneath his stomach or his sides? He's conceded goals that is palmed off his hand and gone into the. He's conceded goals like that.
As much as Onana. Yeah, all right, cool. Say no more. Your silence says it all. Next question.
Yeah, because Onana's
next
the worst of the worst, bro. I'm not saying Martinez is not better, but he ain't that improvement that you guys are looking for. Like, if you're going to go for a goalkeeper, that's a major improvement. The little window you had to get Garcia, who Barcelona have got now, I think, that's the goalkeeper you should have gone for. All out for.
Brother,
I mentioned him.
If Barcelona are going for him, it's a wrap, innit? Are you going to take Martinez or not? You going to stick with Onana?
I don't know, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. It's a mad thing what I'm about to say.
I got a drink for you. Because you've lost your mind, my bro.
Bro, I ain't going to lie to you, yeah?
Yeah.
This is a stupid question, bro. Hold on. Have I watched Garcia play? Yes. I'm not one of you people that say a player's name and you've never watched him for 4 games. Move, man. Anyway. Come back. That triggered me. So, Martinez, I'm not 100% sure, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
World Cup winner, mate.
Brother, come on. Penalties, he's brilliant, though. I give you that.
Is another good at
shootouts? Huh? Who? Martinez. I'm just saying, if there's any penalty shootout.
Is Onana good at penalties? Saving penalties.
He's all right. He was better than De Gea.
David De Gea was a much better keeper than Onana. Behave yourself.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do.
When he was out, let's be real here. Yeah, he was so much of a better keeper that when he was for free, no one signed him. When he was for free, Real Madrid went to go on loan Kepa instead of signing him.
But he's back.
And
now.
then when he did finally get a club, wait, let me finish. When he did finally get a club, he got Florentina. Let's not take the fucking piss here. That's not the team you expected him to land at, is it?
Why not?
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina is not a bad team.
That's the equivalent of signing from Brentford, bro. This is meant to be the best keeper in the world for how many years?
Brentford are higher
Didn't play for a whole season.
Brentford are higher
Real Madrid picked Kepa over him, bro. You would never be in no scenario. By the way, Arsenal signed Kepa, didn't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. They need a striker, but they've got it outside the keeper. Yeah, I love that.
It's so Arsenal. It's actually so Arsenal, you know that. And then they have a striker there apparently that wants them, and they're dilly-dallying. I feel, yeah. Somehow they're not gonna end up with any striker. I feel they're not going to end up with a striker.
So you say Michael Moreno run it back?
Bro. I just want to make it category clear. If Arsenal don't sign a striker, bro, remember the statement I said a couple of seasons ago on this thing. Some people are born to finish second.
Yep,
that would be Arteta's nickname for the rest of his career.
But you know the wickedest thing is, what if they don't finish second?
Some people are born to fail. Bro, nah, bro. I guarantee you a striker don't do jack shit to Arsenal. I mean, I'm not even going that far, bro. I'm not even thinking that far ahead. I'm thinking they're gonna end up with no striker.
I think it is a big difference if they get a striker that would just stick to the middle and shoot
do his job
on target. Yeah.
Do his job. And I can tell you, as a guy that's watched this season for United, that's so important. That's too important. Goals win games, man. I've been saying that for a long time. All right, let's move to... Because, bro, Arsenal should just leave him alone. I don't know why this has popped up underneath Arsenal. He's also on Arsenal's list. He's never going to... Bro, they're never going to get him. Let's just leave that alone.
Bro, you're telling me that's not an upgrade on Martinelli?
He is an upgrade, but they're never going to get him. They're never going to get him. His mind has always been on Barcelona.
Yeah, but always. That's only if Barcelona can somehow manage to wrestle up the peas for that.
Oh, and Bayern want him as well. Brother, if Bayern and Barcelona are the first goal for him, and then Arsenal go for him, he's ending up at Bayern or Barcelona.
Yeah, but look, right. That's if Barcelona can cough up the paper, innit? Bayern, who else plays on that left-hand side?
For Bayern?
Yeah.
Well, Sane's left. He's gone Galatasaray. Yeah. I think Coleman is there, but Coleman's not been fancied by the last two managers. I don't think they have anything. Their right wing is sorted.
Yeah.
Their left wing is now open to be fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's one of those two. It's not Arsenal. It's not Arsenal. I'll be interested to see.
Look at him though. Also, not wrong to look at him.
Yeah, they can have a look. I can't believe this signing, by the way. I cannot believe this signing. It's just Arsenal, isn't it?
Just out of nowhere.
It's just Arsenal. It's just typical Arsenal signing when you sit there and think, that's not what you need.
But that's the same thing with Zubimendi. Who really saw that coming?
As we all said, another midfielder to play up front. That's literally what we all said. Now, and by the way, he's still not here, so he might not even be coming. But we'll see. I'm going to close this one for Arsenal, right? We're going to go for Tottenham. Obviously, new manager, Thomas Frank. Great manager for them to sign. Good step up for him as well. European football, Champions League football will be there for him as well to challenge him.
That's his first, isn't it?
Yeah, with Spurs, yeah. Now, I must admit, this signing...
Horrible.
I said horrible. I was going to be nice and say underwhelming. Horrible. But yeah, we can go lower than that and just say horrible. That is this. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that they actually kept this guy. In light of what he's asking as well, I'm going to add to that. The thing with them applying for, asking for Burmo is Burmo's already made his. It seems like his camp and Burmo already made the decision that they're going United. They just want United to do a proper transfer fee that Brentford will accept. Brentford are looking for 60 million in total package. First bid from United was 45 plus, I think 10. I think 45 plus 10, and they rejected that. I think United are going to go 50 plus 10 now. I mean, I've looked at this Mboma guy for a while, so I have no problem with that.
What's the highest you would go for Mboma?
Me.
Yes,
55 plus 5. I'm not going above 60.
Okay.
And the thing is, the reason why this 60 has even come up is because we signed Cunha for 62. So Brentford have gone. But my biggest issue is we are
desperate
paying this much for another player that's got 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody knows you're desperate as well. So everybody's looking to squeeze every little change they can.
Yeah. I mean, all that stories about us being broken, no one's listened to that, and they still put their prices up. So.
But I like how you lot are trying to be like,
it's a precedent. We have to start now. It might not work this year. It definitely was. It was okay last year because obviously we got Mazraoui quite low. Ugarte was a bit expensive for who he was, but 50 mil is not the worst. Euro, I can't remember how much we got him for actually. The contract was a bit high. Who else was there after that? Dogu, 30 mil. Again, not breaking the bank. It's not going to hurt us that much. And Heaven, 1 million. No problem with that at all. I can't think of anyone else. If anyone else can remind me what player or other player we signed, I think that was it.
Are you going from the summer as well?
Yeah, even the summer.
So wasn't that Xerxes and Hoyland? Or did they come this season?
No, brother. Did Xerxes come this year?
I think he did.
Yes, he did. But even Xerxes was 35.
Was he?
35, 40, yeah.
Get it up.
You know what? You're making me check, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope to fucking God it is. If I see 50 million, I'm flipping my table over because why? Transfer. 40, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I can kind of stomach it. No, you see, it was 36. It was 36.5 million. It was 42.5 euros. So 36.5 million. I can stomach that. Well, that's basic 35. I can stomach that. No problem. I can stomach that. That's low risk for me. Anything less than 40 in this day and age is low risk for me. So that's why I'm looking at the Burmo thing and thinking we when we first started, I thought we were going to get him for about 45, and I was thinking, fantastic, 1 year left in his contract.
So anything under 40 mil is low risk, yeah?
Low risk, I think, yeah.
Oh, so Frimpong is low risk for us. That's good.
How much did you get him from?
29 mil.
Yep, low risk. Low risk. I'm not saying that they can't flop, but it's one of those ones where you go, at least we didn't, you know what I mean? We need to pay over 50 for him.
You see, I got a question for you off the subject, yeah?
Yeah.
Quesadio, what do you brandish him? A success or a flop for the amount of money that he costs? And
because you know what? There was said something that
one second.
Debbie off about it. You know?
One second. Debbie Downer, you make sure you answer this one.
Of course, you think I don't think Coates is still here. He would have comment. I know he's still no. If he's still here, yeah. I don't think he's a flop.
So it's justified.
And I'll tell you why. Yeah. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's a real flop. See the person beside him. I think that's a flop. But then,
Fernandez.
because if you think, Enzo. Because if you think about how many excuses they made for him, oh, he plays defensive, he controls the game. Then he was rubbish at that. Oh, he's a box-to-box. Then he was rubbish at that. He's an attacking midfielder. Then he was rubbish at that. Then eventually, everyone just stopped defending him. Then he started scoring some goals here and there.
You see, you jumped the gun because I wanted to ask the question. How much was Caicedo, though?
Caicedo was 110, right?
I thought it was 105. I thought it was a bit more than that. But all right, he's 110. And Enzo is 100. So that's 210 mil, say, in midfield.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't been a great midfield.
Well, that's the thing. My thing is with Caicedo is,
yeah,
Caicedo's doing what he was doing at Brighton.
Yeah.
So in a sense, as a defensive midfielder, not all the time. In the beginning, he struggled, but during coming to the end, he started controlling games. He started doing his defensive job. That's what you bought him for. So he started doing what you bought him for.
All right.
So I have no problem with that.
But you see,
Fernandez,
he's had time to bed in because we'll get to Fernandez but you see, you gave him a bit of time to bed in because he wasn't off the. Will Wirtz get that same grace, or because it's a Liverpool player now? It's just from day one.
Oh, my guy was playing chess while I was playing checkers. No problemo.
Checkmate.
No, realistically speaking, the 130 is never going to leave anyone's mind.
Yeah,
right? 150. They will say 150 because they're going to forget that it's euros, right? That's never going to leave anyone's mind. For me, new league, Sean, he's not the biggest player in the world. So the physicality might get to him.
No, Coutinho wasn't the biggest when he was with us.
Yeah, but again, see, that's what I'm building up to. Coutinho wasn't lightning in his first year or first season. I think it took about 3 seasons for him to be lighting up the place.
No. He was decent. He never really.
Keyword, lighting up the place. Yeah. That's what I'm lighting up the place means he's performing high average and good majority of the time. Consistent in that, right?
How was he gonna outdo Suarez? There was never happening, brother.
Right, and like most people remember Coutinho, and we all understood why he was sold for 140 mil. You get what I mean? There's no comment when they saw 140 mil. Everyone's like, "Ain't gonna lie, bro. If you want him, you're gonna have to pay that amount." So for Wirtz, he's going to get
screwed.
If we are doing our jobs as commentators, as podcasters, we're gonna have to give him time to bed in. But I'm not gonna lie. In Liverpool tax, it's going to be involved in sometimes I'm going to talk here. It depends how bad the performances are. Sometimes, if the performances is shocking, the Liverpool tax will be added. You know what I mean? Like salt and pepper, it just be added, isn't it?
I know,
but technically we have to give him a whole season. Because it's a new league, we have to give him a whole season.
You see, if you're gonna add that salt, you better make sure your team. You better make sure your team ain't doing what the same things they were doing last season.
100%. Because as I know with you, and you've done this very well this season, anytime I criticize Liverpool, immediately was, but what's your team doing? It's not even a point. Yeah, we're trying to be podcasters. Yeah, we're trying to take that venom for your opposition out. In the beginning, when we're talking football, we're trying to talk football. Then you start adding the salt into it after you've talked enough good football. So without any salt, we got
another clown there. Question: is Wirtz a better player than Coutinho? He costs €10 more. Has he played for us yet?
This is what I'm talking about. See? Right? See, he's not starting on he's not giving you a chance. He's not giving you a chance in hell. Me, I'm going to give him a chance. You know when I'll start talking? I'll start talking end of November. Because by that time, I want to see something good.
You know what's funny for me? You see, it's somehow that Mbeumo don't go through. Come back in here with that same energy, VH. Come back in here, bro. That's all I'm saying to you.
So yeah, like so to answer your question, even though you're playing Chelsea, you're trying to move me around here, which is fine. Caicedo in the end had an okay season. He's not a flop. He's not a flop.
And how long did
Enzo's
you
more
give
of a
him?
flop than he is. And what Caicedo's been there for? Yeah, I think Enzo's been there for 2, no, more than Caicedo.
Yeah, I think Crusader's been there more than 1 year, Abs. Come on, let's not do this. I think this
All right,
is
listen,
second
I'm
going on
going
third
off
season.
my holiday mind, bro. But yeah, he's not a flop. I mean, Scholes said something. Scholes was like, "Oh, I don't see anything." Caicedo he ain't be controlling games and all the rest of that. And he might have thinking, well, he has. He has been. He definitely has been. Saying
Not
that, though,
on a
Brighton,
regular basis, but
no, not regular, not consistent enough. What I will say now, yeah, is that Brighton
yeah,
know how to replace players because now their CDM now, Balaba, whatever his name is,
yeah.
he looks better than Caicedo. He has the same energy, the same tackling, but he's better on the ball. And now his price is 80 million. Like, I don't know how Brighton do it. I do not know how Brighton do it.
Well, it's their scouts, isn't it?
They have a whole system. Apparently, they have a whole data-driven system to do it. Same with Brentford. They have a whole data-driven where it's not about just getting the scouts out there to look at him. It's like the data, the information given to the scouts is driven by data right off the bat. Automatic system, AI control, which is crazy.
It doesn't work all the time.
It does not work.
Yeah, Liverpool have got a similar system. We ended up with Nunes. But yeah.
You know, I'm glad you said it, not me.
That's why I'm a bit skeptical.
He was offered to United in 2023, and Aldo refused him. Now, I am going to say, lightly, that did come from Mark N. So, believe it at your own peril, innit? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. What I will say, though, is I will agree with him on this. Because out scouts have been calling out players for managers to ignore. And the one that hurts me the most, and you're going to laugh at this, Sean, is when Jose was offered Van Dijk and picked Lindelof. I would never let that go. They told him get Van Dijk. He said, nah, get me Lindelof.
He made the right decision. He made the right decision, boy.
He made the right decision for you, man. Not for us. But yeah. So yeah, I'll give him time. But coming back to Tottenham, yeah. This signing, Tomba Frank has a lot of work to do. Still.
You know, to be honest, you see on principle, I wouldn't have signed him.
Yeah.
He thought he was better than the club. Like, nah, I'm only going on loan. I'm not going. So why? What's the change now? Because they're playing Champions League and you didn't score no goals for them to get there.
That's nasty work. Well, because the thing is, right? His camp must have told him this loan didn't look good for you, big man.
Yeah, no one else ain't coming in for you after that season, yeah.
No one was after him. After a couple of games, everyone looked at him sideways. So, yeah, I mean, Tottenham, again, this is like, unfortunately for me, I see it is, I know they beat us and I shouldn't really be throwing them any corn, but realistically speaking, that is such a signing for Tottenham, innit? That is such a signing.
Yeah, but he's gonna be back up to Solanke. Come on. No, let's not do this now. He's gonna be back up. There's no way. Imagine, yeah. You need to thank your lucky stars you dodged that bullet as well. Because imagine
100%.
having Xerxes.
That, you know what cracks me up? Yeah? The only reason we didn't get him is because they wanted too high of a loan fee.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? If these men had reduced their loan fee to 5 mil, he would have been on our team.
Boy.
Probably stinking up the place as well.
I've seen this one as well.
What, Son going to Fenerbahce?
Yeah. I've seen some reports on it. Don't know how true it is, but I've seen reports. All right.
We're in the mode. Got a couple minutes left. Nope. Nope. Nope.
You know these random rumors that just fly around. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Bro.
So yeah. Like I said, today we're working off the tap-in merchant, innit? So when he starts talking about it, it's pretty much already in the bag, innit? So we'll see. But actually, I'm done with Tottenham because apart from trying to hijack and Burma, which looks like it's not going to do anything, I haven't heard anything else.
It's not over until it's over, bruv. You know what it's like with signings.
It's not over till it's over. You're damn right about that. In fact, let me stop sharing this because all my coaching stuff is probably going to show up. Right. That's it for me, but I ain't got no more stories. Any more stories? Any rumors? Right. So this little segment here, before we log off, any rumors you've heard? Good rumors, bad rumors?
Well, I don't know about good rumors. I hear Madrid are looking at Konate. I saw it in the chat earlier on, and
Yes,
I've seen that
was labeled in the chat.
But then I've also seen Madrid with Saliba. You see,
but it's weird for that because they've already signed a centre back in that young player from Bournemouth.
Yeah,
what's his name? All right,
Wasted.
Yeah, so I haven't seen any outs yet from Madrid, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, but if they get Konate is going to probably be a free transfer.
Are they doing that again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
And then I think Miles Skelly, I've seen that one there. I think his contract's running out in, was it 2 years or a year as well?
I like considering what they need to get to make their team. I'm looking for that's an outrageous question to ask on the podcast. Considering what they need to get on their team, I think to have those stories as the major stories, it's not a good look for Arsenal fans. Like a contract extension to a youth player that you promoted, when we can all tell that you need a goal, you need a gunman up front. That's bro, it's like that. We need a gunman. Oh, but we're gonna tell everyone that we're increasing this man's contract, bro. He ain't leaving for 3 years. That's not the important thing. A gunman is now. You're already 3 years behind on a gunman. Hold on. Sorry, I do have to ask you a question. Isak, you're not going for him anymore, are you?
I told you we still need a striker.
Oof, 130 on a cam, and you need at least 100 to get Isak. That's some serious spending from your end.
Brother, go back and tell me the last time you see Liverpool spend some goal.
Sure, come on, cuz. 130 possibly for an attacking mid.
Yeah.
100 at least for the striker. And then 60 for the left back.
It's not that much for Kirk, yes?
I don't know. So I'm just
you're just
40.
throwing that stupidness there.
No, I thought I saw 60 as a maximum, but maybe that won't happen. Let me go back to Fabrizio, yeah? And let's see what numbers they're saying. Darwin Núñez was 90. Bruv, I don't care about that. Oh, do you know what? Sorry. Right. Let me just comment on this because someone else talked about this guy for Man United. Guys, if you haven't watched him, right, for a lot of games, or just even a game, I don't know what YouTube video has been brought up for this kid. Yeah. But the price I'm hearing and the player that I've seen, I think it was against Bayern. It's one of those Saturdays I didn't have football, so I had, a couple of screens on, right? I'm hearing 100 mil, Sean.
What, euros?
Or 100 euros, which is about 85 mil.
Well, what did I say to you earlier on? This is the way the market is going, bro. It's mad.
If anyone pays that amount for this guy,
But
You need to have to figure
what if it's your club? Because I heard your club might
I
be
know.
looking for yourself.
I heard. I heard. Hence why I'm bringing him up and I'm saying this is utter madness. Bearing in mind, Sesko is meant to be 70, 80 mil as well. Yeah. This is utter madness. Utter madness. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just utter madness. Because seriously? Kirkes. I spelled it wrong. Oh. I definitely spelled it wrong.
Kerkez.
Oh, I put T. Don't know why I put T. Latest. Weirdly, they haven't put a figure.
Yeah. But I don't think it's 60 mil.
Let me even scroll. I'm going to scroll all the way further back.
I think you're gonna have to wait until Friday when that gets confirmed. Hopefully, if it gets confirmed Friday.
Funny when it comes to Liverpool, Romano can't guess a figure for the signing. He can't guess a figure. United, he's always guessing a figure
because he must have some type of contact in there that's letting him know.
But we don't have no contact. He just hates United. United has to be 45 mil. Oof. Again, you know the source is coming from. If it's around that region, 40 to 50, well, if it's 45, it's above the, what did I call it earlier? Safe zone. It's above the safe zone, but it's still very good.
All right, so add that in with Frimpong, and it balances itself out.
You are clutching there. You are absolutely clutching there. Man said, let me just move the 5 million from this one to over there. And now all of a sudden they're both safe. Come on, man. Don't do that.
It's good business, bro. Liverpool seen what they need. They've gone out and got it. Let's go. I haven't seen this from my club in God knows how long.
A couple of windows, isn't it?
Yeah. So you have to understand, when it comes to signings, we're starving.
Starving. It's funny because we were after him. Kirkes, before we bought Dogu. I can't remember. Oh, too expensive.
Yeah, but to be honest, Summerside would speech him, bro. I don't think he would be standing a chance there.
You know what's crazy? On our list at that time,
yeah,
we also had Nuno Mendes.
Oh,
and you know what's so funny about Nuno Mendes,
Yeah.
No one rated him. No one rated him. There was the only positive about Nuno Mendes that I got from feedback from the United fan base was that Amrin made him. That was about the only feedback that was positive. But they didn't rate him that highly. Now look at the online. They're saying he should win Ballon d'Or. He's the best left back in Europe. That's what they're saying now. That's what they're saying now. So funny how 6 months. Well, 7 months changes everything.
Scored an assist in how many finals?
But that's what I'm saying. It's so funny how you don't rate him, then he does something on the main stage, and then all of a sudden they rate him. So I'm always sitting there wondering, so what exactly were you looking at when you didn't rate him? Because it's pretty much the same attributes he has. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. He hasn't all of a sudden become magical with his feet. Nope. Same thing he was doing at Sporting. Same thing he was doing at Sporting. But anyway, we love how people change their opinions when the guy's up there and he goes, I've always rated him. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you did not. Kirker is England medical. Okay, that's when they were signing from Bournemouth, so doesn't matter. All right, you know what? I think I'm good. I'm good. I think that's it. I think it's a nice little catch up. Hopefully, ATS Travels were saying that the window opens tonight. So we'll see in the next 2 weeks what the transfers are saying, who's going where, who's paying what. And I'll be really intrigued to see who everyone's getting. Except for Arsenal, because I don't think Arsenal get anyone.
They'd be lucky if they get Zubimendi over the line. Fuck.
Bro. Nah, he started tweaking for Alonso, you know. I said,
Yeah.
Nasty work.
Man even posted a picture to say, what's this about? I'm signing contracts. I'm here on the bench and I'm in Sociedad. I'm in Spain.
Very nasty work.
You
But
lot
yeah,
are going to
on
be
that
excited
note,
to sign him, boy.
Guys, on that note, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, get our numbers up. Road to 1K subscribers on way. Help us get there, man. Help us get there. Yeah? All right, let me just put this last comment because it seems to be going on. You see this transfer thing? It's mad. I'm not even interested. I can see a United fan from a mile away.
Yeah, 100%.
Brother, stay strong, bro. Grab yourself a holiday. That's what I did. I reset by grabbing a holiday. I stopped all the noise, all the traffic talk, frozen to the point where now I'm starting afresh. These things are coming back now. Just reset, my brother.
I'll be there to remind you. You had the trophy. Tottenham their first trophy.
Do you want to say that again?
You heard what I said.